Greetings, everyone, and welcome to the February news update for Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. I mean, it's technically January 1st, but we have been given a huge news dump today, so I actually have several tabs to show you guys for different bits of news. So, first up, Revan's back. I'm not ready. I don't have two characters. Zalbar and Mission are not at the required stars. I have started farming Zalbar, but Mission has not gotten touched, and is not going to get touched because I am shifting gears based on some stuff from this video, which I will explain throughout the rest of the video. You'll all understand real quick. So, Revan is back, and that is our first bit of news. We have 3 bits of news today. So the first is, what happened to my Revan shards? Now, there's 500 players roughly affected by this, so if you are one of the 500, this was targeted at you. Basically, so many people were hyped up for Revan that the second it launched in the US, it crashed the servers. And some people did not get their Revan shards, and I would be understandably pissed if that was me, because holy crap, there's no other sources, and it's not like you get to go back and redo the events. It's not like you can just farm I'll just work my way up and unlock him by redoing the level 1 event 20 million times. No, it's once and done per shards. That's it. We don't even have a bunch of random Revan shards from the 3-year anniversary. So, don't panic. He's a-coming. Next up, we have the event calendar for February. I am kind of doing this as a PSA to everybody, so you know what's coming. The login character is L337. The reasoning is droids are the theme of the month, but those events are not listed on here for the most part. So, important things to note. We have Home 1 for those who have a 6-star Home 1 coming first, then the Endurance, and then the Executress. This is pretty standard. All 3 of the ships get to show up once a month. Then first up we have Emperor's Demise Legendary. This will be important for later, but this is unlocking the Emperor. You need a rebel team. Phoenix can work pretty well. I used Commander Luke Skywalker because it was actually easier to use him for me. You know, that's pretty good. And then Mythic Emperor's Demise. Ghost of Dathomir, Sith and Droids, Night Sisters and Jawas, Endurance, where's the next legendary? Then we have Yoda coming up with Grandmaster's Training and the Grandmaster's Training Mythic mode. Actually, Executress will be the last event of the month, so everyone holding out for their 7-star Tarkin, you're holding out. We have 2 territory wars, one starting in 4 days, one starting in 18 days, so Rebels up first, then the Imperials. Territory Wars, we do have the type for 3 of them, so we will have a 0 bonus event on the 10th, a bonuses, which are going to be the ones from before on the 14th, so that will be Valentine's Day, actually. So that'll be Imperial Troopers, Jawas, Ewoks, and Clones. All of them will have special bonuses tied to their faction. Very powerful. Highly recommend you try and use them. And then back to vanilla. And then a to-be-announced version for number 64. Hopefully some different bonuses. We have 2 Grand Arenas coming up, 5v5 and 3v3. During the road ahead, they have touched on some updated matchmaking stuff, which I am excited to see implemented. Now let's talk the road ahead, because holy crap, there's so much going on. And this is supposedly just for February. If the last bits get pushed into March, I wouldn't be surprised, because they've got practically a crazy thing every week coming. So, hello Holotable Heroes. After an exciting end of the year with the release of Grand Arena, C-3PO, and Hans Falcon, the Capital Games offices are bustling again with plans for upcoming quarters. We spent much of the past few months focusing on the roadmap, including the bold and somewhat audacious 5-year vision. But, as always, I'm here to talk about the next couple months. Oh, right, I forgot, these are quarterly. As we sit down to plan next year's roadmap, one of the things we focused on learning from the previous one, since so much of the core game is collecting and strategizing with the iconic characters and ships from the Star Wars universe, we are constantly learning and when necessary adjusting. You know what, this is taking too long. Okay, so they're working on characters. We are focusing on the delivery system, and here's the first announcement. To that end, we will be releasing Emperor's Command Shuttle in a new event called the Galactic Chase. This event will take place on one of the Cantina holotables, as the command shuttle will be immediately released to specific nodes there. This will be this will allow you to earn shards of the ship while accruing other resources and completing daily activities that you would already be doing anyway on these nodes. We hope that you enjoy the way this celebrates the arrival of a new ship without requiring a separate energy grind. I love it. So what they're going to do is tack it on to other things in a different cantina holotable. So it could be this one, it could be this one, it could be this one, could be in here. Could be in ships. Might be in multiple, actually, is my hunch. I doubt it'll be in challenges, but you never know. Could even be up here in mod battles and mod challenges. Grand Arena, guild. Who knows? To be determined is the big thing. Back to the news. Or alongside this, more achievement-based characters this year, so they are specifically citing Wampa and Hoda, which makes me think that there'll be someone either in the Shard Shop or 2 more characters in the Guild Events shop. Quality of life. So, here's some of the good stuff. Quality of life, blah, 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 blah. So, in that end, if a guild has beaten the Heroic Rancor, or, well, a certain number of times to be determined, and a guild has a certain number of Hans at 7-star, we can sim it. That's right, simming of a whole raid. I wonder how many tokens each individual member has to contribute for that, but the rewards will be tuned. The intention is to keep the inflow, but not requiring us to go through the time it takes. I've been talking to the guild about filming a video to do the Rancor solo, and I think I'm going to have to really push it on this one now because, you know, hey, we're going to be simming this stuff soon. So, I don't know when this is going to come out. I get the feeling this will be one of the more immediate changes since it's not adding too much new content to the game. So, yeah, we'll be able to sim the Rancor and everyone gets the same rewards. So this will be really nice for getting newer players involved. Say if you have to train bring in a new character. Alright, same comes. Next big thing. To save players time and convenience for slot selection and management, we'll be adding the squad management button to the character inventory screen. This will replace the buy data cards button that is currently there. So, actually I had to check on this one. Bosk has... No, I wanted Bosk, damn it. So, where was... okay, I'm not going to lie. This one actually confused me a little bit, so squad manage button to the character inventory, which... Oh, this one. Okay, so they're going to get rid of this button for squad management. I'm happy because that one can be a bit of a pain to do sometimes. So that'll allow you to do that, and then this is what it's going to look like. So basically, you'll just assemble squads, and it will have names, and they use the Jawas, and as I feel wisely to point out that, hey, that can get a little confusing. Alright, and then the last quality of life change, they are going to add a consolidation button for buffs and debuffs, and it's easier if I just point out the chart, so things can get kind of crazy. I mean, first they were nice enough to collapse the number of, say, damage over time effects you would have. Actually, yeah, T3 is a good example. Especially against Vader teams where he never, they don't go away. So the dots are stacked up, and now the total stuff. So this will be things like offense down, defense down. Basically, the stat changes that aren't terribly important. The important buffs will still stay. So speed down, buff immunity, daze, stagger. I guess offense down if you don't have a whole lot of buffs. But damage over time, ability block, and it's same for buffs. So, like, for example, Tarkin, potency up is his key buff. So, oh no, they just have one buff. Never mind. But unique buffs and stuff will also be up. Okay, and then the last thing for quality of life, this is a simple one for Grand Arena. If ships aren't going to be used in that Grand Arena, ships won't be counted towards matchmaking. This was probably the most common thing I heard of people requesting for Grand Arena as far as just balance goes, and I think it makes a lot of sense. You know, I've got some pretty powerful ships, but if I'm not using them, I don't really want them inflating my GP all that much. Alright, so for the new content, we've got the droids. Bum, ba, da, bum. That's right. The Separatists are getting that rework they need. At least their droids are. Dooku and Ventress are still kind of out of luck, but they've got their own niche spots in other factions, so I think that's why they're focusing on the droids. So first of all, Marquis, B1 battle droid. That is the basic battle droid that we all know and hate. Well, actually, I like him a lot, but, you know, we kill them in the background constantly. Alright, so it's going to appear as a single unit on the battlefield, but whose abilities reflect the pervasiveness of seemingly unending units behind it. So, if I had to guess at the kit for it, I would estimate that it probably has something similar to Night Sister Zombie, where it can infinitely revive, but I doubt it will tank, because the lineup they're proposing has already got 1 or 2 tanks in it already. I don't actually know what Magna Guard's job is, but B1 definitely is. And more importantly, Droidica's coming. And it's going to be good. We get Droidica, the shielded destroyer droid, so you can bet it's going to have some synergy with protection. Combined with B1, reworking B2, and reworking Magna Guard, all serve the behest of a particular droid commander. Cough. General Grievous is finally getting that rework. So, this will be over the next couple months, and I am shifting gear to farm the remaining droids. So, if we go ahead and look at the droid faction, because it's easier than doing a Separatist at this point, as you can see, I've favorited the 2 I don't have. Grievous has always been in my favorites. I'll admit he is not very well developed. Magna Guard and Super Battle Droid, I only actually have been powering up for, what do you call it? For, territory battles, the thing where you need the characters, because Super Battle Droid's needed a lot, and so is Magna Guard. So that's why they actually do have some stars on them, but I'm going to switch to farming them. I've actually canned T3M4. I just got him to 6 stars today, or 5 stars today, so I actually feel like, you know, there's a few other Revan characters who aren't even close to 5 stars yet, so I'm going to go ahead and just bench him and get these 2 farmed up. So, for people who want to farm the Separatist droids in preparation, just to be clear, 3 are available now of that list, 2 are coming as marquees. First, we have Grievous, the general, the leader. He's going to get reworked. This is all going to go away. He is found in 2 places. 1, in the shard shop for varying prices, but he is expensive there. I do not recommend this as your primary means of acquiring him. I've done it. It's not good. You lose out on a lot of gear, especially now that Gear 12 is available in that shop. I would recommend instead waiting till he comes around into the fleet arena. Now, it's not a guarantee he'll be there, but he comes often enough, and we know that is because he probably will have a capital ship, the Malevolence, later on. My guess is that throughout the rest of the year, they're going to release their ships. Also, I'm kind of ticked it's the Malevolence and not the Invisible Hand, because that was his ship in Episode 3. So, just personal, slight about it. Alright, next, B12 battle, or B2 Super Battle Droid, Cantina Node 6D. Pretty self-explanatory, farm him up there. And then we have the Magna Guard, Cantina Nodes 3C, and Dark Side Node 6E. So you can farm him twice as much, and he is cheaper to farm than the B2, so he's going to be the easier of the 2 of them. Every Cantina node ranges from 8 to 16, so they'll actually be probably some of the easier ones to farm. I can't tell if they got a stealth art upgrade. I kind of feel like the B12 didn't, because I'm just looking at those texture lines, but I don't know. I think Magna Guard might have gotten worked on and no one really caught it. Well, we'll find out. So these are the 2 characters to farm. I am going to start farming them. I think I'll work on Magna Guard first, so let's actually go ahead and start doing that right now. I don't have a whole lot of Cantina energy, and I've already done my refreshes today on regular energy, because I'm still farming up Houndstooth and whatnot. I don't know, I got pinged by this earlier. Oh, sweet, more energy. Yeah, so I'm still going to finish up Houndstooth and, whatchamacallit, Jango Fett. Jango is pulled ahead of the Houndstooth by a noticeable sum, actually, and I am going to still work on Bosk. Damn it! Another day of no shards. That's 2 in a row. So, I'm still throwing energy at them, but Cantina's shifting to these guys, and I'll probably, once Revan's done... oh, got my arena rank. Yeah, I haven't been paying too much attention to my arena ranks lately. I'm just having a terrible time with Ship Arena, especially since the Falcon came out. Like, 5 people have the top 5 boosted, so that makes getting back into the top 10 really hard now. So I just kind of am fighting to stay in the top 20. So that's what's coming for early February. We don't know the exact order of these. Oh, right, there was one more thing right at the bottom. And that's all for now. There'll be more information, as always, in the coming weeks if you hop on over to the official forums. You hear that, meatbags? I will be back. So, basically what they're saying is Darth Revan will be next quarter, most likely. There was a lot of speculation because for the last 2 years, February was Sith month. We had Darth Nihilus 2 years ago, and then the Sith Triumvirate raid a year ago. God, it's only been a year with the Sith raid. It feels a lot longer than that. But my point is, it's not going to be Sith month. It's still going to be Darkside month, though, because these are all Darkside characters. Even the Emperor's Command Shuttle. And that'll be real interesting now that I think about it. I bet you that one's going to be a very much focused on like buffs and debuffs for characters. And I also am excited on a new version of character release. Because again, marquees are kind of eh. And I'm not too thrilled that Droidica and Battle Droid are going to be marquee. But hey, it's something. So... yep, that does it for now. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and leave a comment. I do love responding to you guys and talking strategy. Hope everyone has a nice day. I will see you next time, and farewell.